Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all honors, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakam Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, and salutations to the elect brothers that's pushing this truth with sincerity across all four corners of the globe. All right. Can't stop now. Can't stop, won't stop. All right. We're going to keep firing on all cylinders. All right. We're going to keep bringing that heat. Because we too close, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, fourth quarter, ninth inning, second half. We just sitting here with the popcorn waiting for the fireworks to go off, you know? And as like I said, we urge our people to get right for the great day of judgment, of the coming of the Lord, the great day of judgment. And, you know, we got family members that, you know, we see how they live. You know, it's sad to say that, you know, don't look like they're going to make it. You know? That rebellious spirit is definitely going to have a consequence, you know? But for you elect brothers out there, your duty is to do what you got to do to gain your salvation, all right? You work out your salvation with fear and tremble. All right, that's the true love of the Lord when you fear the Lord. All right. But today our people seem like they don't fear the Lord. Mainly the Israelite women, man. The women in my life, they my daughters and my Eve, man, they don't act like they fear the Lord because they do the total opposite of what the Lord asked them to do. All right. And that's a big problem because it causes them to have problems with me. They see I'm trying to obey and follow the Lord, but if they don't do it, it's like I'm living in the house of the enemy that's doing the opposite of what the Lord want us to do, you know? And like I said, it's causing friction. All right. You out there dealing with a false God, you know. And then with the daughters, they don't even they don't deal with God at all. If they do, they don't practice dealing with the Lord. They don't pray, they don't do nothing. And that's just the punishment that the Lord put on us, but it's like a gift to have a man of the Lord in your household, you know, and you don't take advantage of that. That's double the punishment. Like, you know, the Lord could have had mercy on you by having me deal with this truth, and then you know, you mock it by not adhering to it, you know. Same for the Eve, you know. My wife, she don't deal with Israelite, you know, and it's heartbreaking because I'm like, this is your true culture. What are you doing? You know, you want to follow all these other things, Christianity, you know, modern science, philosophy, you know. The daughters is in school dealing with college, and they think that everything that's being learned in college is all you need. But all you need is the spirit and the faith of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's the opposite of what college teach you. They don't teach you nothing about the Most High or His Heavenly Son, Yahweh Shah. All right? That's a stumbling block. And for the Eve, man, if she think that worshiping JC, what they ignorantly call them in their community of Christianity, you going off right there, because not only is that the false image of Yahweh Shah, you're supposed to learn what you learn, not from your pastors, not from the screaming banshee prophetess women and all these other nations preaching in their churches and stuff. You're not supposed to learn the wisdom of the Bible from no one but your husband. And that would be me, and that's what I teach all the time. But she still runs back to that damn all these other congregations, man. The pastor, female pastors, everybody. The witchcraft. And it's gonna catch up to her. In the scriptures it says in First Corinthians chapter 11, First Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3, it says, but I will have you know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shah, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahweh Shah is Yahweh. So you get to the Most High, or you get to Yahweh Shah, you women of Israel, by listening to the head of your of you, which is the man. And everything that I teach my wife is 100% truth, but she'll come back to me later and hear what I taught her maybe weeks or months or years ago or days ago, and she hear it from the congregation or somebody from her church. And I'll be like, I've been told you that. So that's like a kick in the face to me, And they don't even tell you the truth. They candy code it and put it in a different way. Like the end time events. They don't teach you about the mark. They don't teach you about World War III. I taught you that stuff. So when you start hearing about the mark, if you're not saying, yeah, remember when you was telling me about this or that, I don't want to hear it because it's watered down and everything else. They teach you to be afraid and stockpile, get ready for World War III, but they're not telling you that this was ordained by the Most High. They give it to you the opposite way, like, we pray that the Lord change things. You know, that whole denomination